Good afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV, Babagede Imo TV. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. It's a new week from here, Nigeria, and to others watching all around the world. First are the major headlines. Nigerians have always wanted to leave the country, says presidency. Adeleke freezes Osun State account, reverses appointments. Inec office set ablaze, 340 ballot boxes, other properties destroyed in Ebonyi. Tension as explosion rocks Ogun, police allays fears. And on sports, Morocco stunned Belgium inch closer to knockout phase as Spain and Germany settled out with 1-1 draw last night. Now the news in detail. Presidential aide Femi Adesina is not moved by the recent wave of migration, saying many Nigerians have always wanted to leave the country. He spoke on Channels Television Sunday Politics, maintaining that the situation does not apply to Nigeria alone. The average Nigerian had always wanted to leave, and it is not just in Nigeria. It is in most countries of the world, particularly in the third world, he said during the show. They always believe that it is greener on the other side. You see, the truth is that if you have an opportunity to better yourself in a part of the world and any part, there is nothing wrong with it. If you think migrating legally is good for you, all well and good, by all means go, he added. But you cannot now say that because people are leaving, then it is a sign that something is fundamentally wrong within the country. As far as is concerned, there are Nigerians who would never leave the country no matter how things are. Away from these, Adesina also spoke about the country's security, saying that President Muhammadu Buhari's administration would hand over a safer country come next year. Moving on to the next story. The new governor of Osun State, Ademola Adeleke, has ordered the immediate freezing of all accounts of the state. Adeleke, who was sworn in office on Sunday, also reversed all appointments by his predecessor, Adegboyega Oyetola, made from July 7, 2022 till he left office. He also announced that a committee will be constituted to review all appointments and make recommendations. It can be recalled that Oyetola caused some controversy after he appointed 30 permanent secretaries hours to the end of his tenure. The new governor also reversed the Osun appellation from the state of the virtues to the state of the living spring. Speaking after taking his oath of office at the Osogbo City Stadium, Adeleke said he was aware of the expectations of Osun residents, promising not to disappoint them. Moving on to the next story from Ebonyi. The office of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Inec, in Easy local government area of Ebonyi State has been set ablaze by hoodlums. The hoodlums raced down the building in the early hours of Sunday, information reveals. Inec Chairman, Information and Voter Education Committee, Festus Okoye, confirmed this in a tweet. The tweet quoted Inec's resident commissioner for Ebonyi State, Mrs. Onyeka Pauline Ugochi, as saying the incident occurred around 10 a.m. While properties and the building were destroyed, no casualty was recorded. Some of the properties razed down included 340 ballot boxes, 14 power generators, 130 voting cubicles, large water storage tanks, office furniture, and a large number of voters' cards, which has not been ascertained at the time of the report. Inec report that this is a third attack on their facility after the offices in Ogun and Osun State were attacked on the 10th of November 2022. And to the next story in Ogun State. Explosion rocked Ojodu Abiodun Ifo local government area of Ogun State on Sunday, causing tension among residents. Information report that the residents of the area said they are yet to find out the cause of the explosion. The resident feared that the loud bang they heard in the early hours of Sunday might be a bomb blast. But the Ogun State Police Command said the explosion was as a result of chemical reaction that occurred in the compartment of a refuse dump. According to the command's public relations officer, Abimbola Oyeyemi, the commissioner of police in Ogun, Lanre Bankole, when he was informed about the explosion, quickly directed the explosive ordnance department to the scene as to unravel the real cause of the scary sound. The finding of the team was that the explosion was as a result of chemical reaction that occurred in the compartment of a refuse dump, being the refuse dumping ground within the tarmac along the River Valley Estate, he stated. The police spokesperson maintained that explosion was not an attack, as speculated by many, saying it occurred in the midnight when there was nobody within the scene. Oyemi stated that no component of improvised explosive device IED was found at the scene or anywhere within the area, adding that no life or property was lost as a result of the explosion. In view of these, Oyemi urged Ogun residents to go about their lawful businesses, saying the said area has been declared bomb-free by experts. Moving on to the last story on sports. Morocco jeopardized Belgium's World Cup hope as Abdelhamid Sabiri Zakaria Aboubakar's late goal secured a surprise 2-0 triumph in Doha on Sunday. Belgium, third in Russia 4 years ago, could have qualified for the last 16 with victory, but instead produced another in-speed display after their fortunate opening win over Canada. Substitute Sabiri was the hero thanks to a 73rd minute free kick, with Stuart Cottwood allowed to bounce in at his near post before Abdelkhalid grabbed a second in stoppage time. The tens of thousands of Morocco supporters responded by cheering their team home at Ruko's Al Soumamen Stadium. Morocco replaced Belgium at the top of Group E and Group F, and note they will qualify for the knockout phase for the first time since 1986 if they can avoid the defeat against Canada on Thursday. Belgium, the World Cup second-ranked side, will have to beat 2018 runners-up Croatia to be sure of going through. Roberto Martinez's Argentine side have reached at least the quarterfinals of each of the past 4 major tournaments, as the second match, which ends yesterday's match between Belgium and Spain, ended in 1-1 all draw. That ends the national news from BGI TV. Before we go, some major headlines. Nigerians have always wanted to leave the country, says presidency. Adeleke freezes Osun State account, reverses appointment. And on sports, a shocker to the World Cup going on in Qatar. Morocco stoned Belgium, inch closer to knockout phase as Germany, Spain settled out on a 1-1 all draw. For more updates on YouTube, our handle is Babagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell, select option all to access our broadcast. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. For advert placement of your goods and services, coverage of events and functions, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen for advert placements only. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rebila Lawal.